We've been in the fur shed today and putting up fur, and we're going to try to teach y'all some fur handling 101 here. We're going to do this otter, and everybody's wanting to know, well, how do I skin my otter? And if you'll hang him up by 1 foot just like we did here, you want to make a cut inside the leg, straight across and up, just like so. Just like that right there. You can see that cut right there, straight across. From there, your next cut, we do our tail. And you will actually cut to the vent, and then I make a cut either side of the vent.
You split it all the way to the end, right?
I split it all the way to the end. Right down the center of the tail. Now, like I said, you get right here at the vent, ease it in. Cut around it on that side. And you got to be careful. If you see this big musk gland right here, you want to be careful not to puncture it, because it'll get a little obnoxious on you there. There's your 3-way cut. 1, 2, 3. From here, you can see it. We just kind of peel it on down here. Just work it on back. Work it down the back of that leg right there. Fish skinners are good to have. Grab a hold, pull that sucker down. Put this other leg up. We do the same thing right here. We just start working the fur right on down. Take our fish skinners, grab it, come down. Then we want to start right here at the base of the tail, if you can see. We just start cutting right outside right down beside the bone right there. Cut down that side, swap back to this side here. Do the same thing. Catch it right there. Work it down. Work it right on down there a little bit. Put your hand in here and pick up, push down on the hide, pull up on the tailbone. Tail comes right out. If you're worried when you're skinning it about the tailbone slapping you in the face, take them cutters right there. You cut the tail off. Won't be slapping you in the face there. From here we just kind of catch him there. Work him right on down. I like to leave as much fat on my hide as possible. That way I'm not cutting it. Pick him up a little bit. You can pull them down to a point, then you're going to have to cut some. You didn't know you could pull them like that, did you? Yeah. Just keep right on working with it. Pick him up a little more, catch it right there. Work it right on down. Kind of work it down there a little bit. You want to kind of be careful in here. Most of the times if you cut them, that's where you're going to cut them at, is right in there. Just be careful. Take your time. Just kind of work it down. Work it around there a little bit. Take your butcher steel. I may not have it down quite far enough yet. I gotta cut it just a little more. Skin it on down. Take your butcher steel, work it through. Come down. You're already through the legs right there. From there you just take your knife and just kind of work it down. Get it down to that joint right there. That's in the joint in that foot right there, which is plenty far enough. Pop it out. Do the same thing over on this side here. Work it down a little bit. Work it down just below the shoulder right there. a little bit. Get your butcher steel, put it through. They're not as hard to skin as what everybody makes them out to be. They are tough, but not that bad. Get it down to that joint in the foot right there. Cut it off. From there, just kind of work it right on down. Careful up around his neck right here. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it, but you got two main veins run down. You want to be careful not to cut them. You get blood everywhere.
Oh, hang on. Sorry about that.
It's alright, you can fix it. A little camera malfunction. That's always good to have in the first year. We just work it right on down. Just like so. You get to his ears right here. Just trim that ear right off. You can see that little nub right there, that's his ear. Spin him around this side. There's the beginning of his ear right there. Just trim that. Work it right on down. Beginning of his mouth right there. Mouth right there. And I get back and use me a small pointed knife. Keep it in there. Cut it right there. Got an eye hole coming up right here. There's his eyes right there coming out. Stick it through his mouth right there. To me, it's no value in the lower lip of the otter, so I cut it off right there. Just makes it so much easier to skin him right on down. Otter skin out, been washed up, cleaned up, dry, ready to go on a fleshing beam and flesh him.
You can see all these animals here were already skinned. We just fleshed them and put them on boards. We've got to turn these coats, but the fox and the cat, it was a sunny, real breezy day, and they dry within a couple of hours. We've already flipped them. These are coon. You see, we got a couple of coyotes here. We couldn't sell live market. And we got a couple of gray fox and the otter and another cat we just did. That's what we've been doing today.